wrongfully for me. She already came into the relationship with guilt with me. But she did that. She also came in and did sexual activities with my friend, old friend. We were in contact when I was not there, but she decided to do sexual activities with him. And I forgave her. Like I said, I forgave her. Boom. Later on, she talks to her ex in my crib. Mind you this, I never talked to no other female except her. She talked to her ex loud on the phone with a whole nigga. And it's like, I was tolerating the shit that was happening to me because of how forgiving I am and how I knew her situations and her traumas and all of that. So I didn't hold anything against her, forgave her. Liz, in the past, jumped from man to man to man to man to man. She had she had spirits on her. She had negative spirits on her. Yeah, she was toxic. She came into my life, brought accountability. I'm speaking on accountability because I did not put her out of the tribe of Judah. But look though, we would constantly be in back and forth arguments of toxicity. Mind you this, before I hopped into a relationship with her, I was not in toxic situations at all. I was living my life good. She come into my life, bring a lot of toxicity. And I would be a person who would look out for her own betterment. And she said, like, what she said? She said, oh, I never been so unhealthy in my life, I was smoking and drinking. First couple things, when I first knew that she smoked cigarettes, I was like, first of all, I'm not even attracted to a woman who smoked cigarettes. That shit, nah, don't smoke them cigarettes. She was rebellious. She did what she did. I was like, okay, do your own thing. Free will. Smoke them cigarettes. It is what it is. Also with drinking, there was many times where I was like, you don't have to drink. But the way the tribe was before it became the tribe of Judah was everyone would be doing their own thing, but I would be saying certain things so we can get things done, and we would be celebrating because we in heaven. And that's what I'm saying. I don't judge people who smoke cigarettes. I'm just not attracted to a woman who smokes cigarettes. I smoke weed, to be honest, because there's no point of smoking cigarettes. It's just nicotine. I haven't drunk in like months, and yeah, I never said I didn't drink, but I said, but we would do certain tolerance breaks. We would literally do tolerance breaks. We would literally better ourselves so we don't just be drinking for no reason. Me and her have a routine, affirmations, meditate, journal, things like this, yoga, energy building, high vibrational stuff. Learn knowledge, reciprocate knowledge, and it will get to a point where she's a person who wants to have multiple male partners. I was a person, before I got into a relationship with her, I told her that I was polygamous. She came in and wanted to change me up into monogamous. And I was like, I'm gonna do my own thing with you. We're gonna build this foundation, me and you, and we're gonna bring, whenever, I was not looking for any woman, by the way, whenever the time's right, we could bring another wife, right? And she came up with the idea of having an open relationship. Before I met Velvet, she came up with the idea of having an open relationship. I'm like, I really wasn't fucking with it, because the fact that, okay, I reasoned with her with that because I didn't want to tie her down. So I was like, okay, have an open relationship. Next day, a couple days after, or next day, she goes, she has this friend at the bar, well, friend she's highly attracted to at the bar, named Xavier, that she didn't tell me about, that how attracted she was to him and what they were talking about and shit like that. Another person, by the way. You see the pattern, right? Another one, Xavier now. First it was First Tribe. I mean, in the beginning, she had sex with someone who's in the tribe at first. Secondly, calling up her ex, talking about she want to get good terms with him. Thirdly, when we do this open relationship thing, I say this is the boundaries with that, right? You gotta tell me before you go and go do something. You gotta tell me. But this is where I made a mistake, though. I'm not gonna lie. This is why I made a mistake, because I opened up an open relationship. And the night, like the same night, she was gone the whole night, ain't tell me nothing. Came back in the morning. When I come into my room, there's a black hat on my fucking dresser. So I'm like, okay, you had someone in my room. I said, that was another boundary. Don't bring no one in my room at all. That was another boundary. And she come back in the rising, smiling, talking some, hey, da da da. I'm like, you know about the boundaries. I told you about this shit. Boom, boom, boom. Then she says, I feel like a piece of trash. Throw me away. Throw me away. I feel like a piece of trash. And I was not judging her or anything like that. I was like, bro, now I'm not doing an open relationship because you just broke the boundaries again. Because I already know what type of person she is. I know she just want to be out there. So it's like, do your thing. I'm not gonna tie you down. Fuck. So she did that, and then I forgive her again. I forgave her again. So okay, we can make this right. We could make this right between me and you, because we are here breaking old patterns. Her and her family would do the same exact patterns. So I was like, okay, we here to break these patterns though. So after that, now I'm already knowing what type of person she is by the multiple red flags, multiple red flags. And I said that I'm just gonna, she already knows that I'm polygamous and whatever. And it was not like I was actually looking for wives. She would text And by the way, after she was calling ex and after I confronted her on that, she still was going around texting her ex. So I'm like, okay, do your thing. I'm at this point, I'm like, this is not even really like a committed relationship that I even want to be in. And I got a message from Velvet. She says, oh, look at this, right? Okay, first, you said, is she pregnant by you? Liz could not even get pregnant by me because of the fact that she was denying her own femininity. She was mostly trying to be aggressive with me. And right, I ain't never laid hands on her one time at all. And she would argue back and forth with me when I'm confronting her on the bullshit that she been doing and how she been presenting herself and carrying herself, representing me, and she would get mad. So I'm like, it's a constant pattern where she doesn't see that she's expressing unconscious shadow self pattern. So I would present that to her, she'll get mad. So I was, if y'all knew me, or if y'all knew how my face looked, like right here, it was being drained from its own melanin. It was like getting lighter next to my nose because I was being drained energetically from constantly going back and forth with a person who just doesn't want to change. Then I got a message from Velvet. She hit me up, says she sees a light within me. She saw a light within me and how it's spiritually growing. And then she tells me that by me, okay, she was saying like, if I was using like any sort of nature boy lingo or whatever like that, creating his reality negatively. So I took heed to this and I was like, oh shit. I know me personally, I was not watching him for a long time, months and months and months. I was not watching this dude. But since I learned certain things from him, I would like, it's not like I was out here just be like, oh, peace God, or peace, da, none of that. The people of days as their higher self. And I was always not like he's my chief or none of that shit, because I got scammed. I did my own thing. I decided to create my own shit. And when she told me this, she says, peep the energies around you. I'm peeping the energies. And she also said that this is a universal message for you specifically. We all have individual messages. She said it's a universal message for you, and don't share this with anyone else. So I didn't share this with anyone else. I got the message, and then because first I was like, oh shit, Velvet had texted me. Then I read it. I was like, okay, I can't tell no one else. This is for me, for my universal message. Boom, boom, boom. And Liz had got mad, and she didn't say anything. She just walked off. I'm like, hey, where you going? She ain't say nothing again. So I'm like, bro, I'm completely fed up with the disrespect, all of that shit. So I'm like, I'm not finna chase you, bro. Like, You just want to walk away then. Then we go more into conversation. I could go deeper into that, but whatever. Boom. So that's, and I'm already like, you are seeing your own actions and now you're hurt. Karma always comes back. So like I said, all that shit. So I'm like, yeah, so I was like, I didn't want to be with her no more. Decent stuff for Velvet, yeah, I did. But we didn't actually, I didn't leave. We said, okay, we can be cool, we can be friends, this and that, da da da. Talking to her for like hours in the rising. We talking and stuff like that. And she's still showing me signs that she's hurt by what you gotta leave. But then I didn't. I'm like, cause we were still cool. We was talking and shit like that. We was talking for 2 hours. Like 2 hours. Then I went to do my own thing. And then she still wants to talk to me and she says, why are you not trying to talk to me? I'm like, bro, I got stuff to do. What is you talking about? I got shit to do. Then after that, I presented with the opportunity to start her own female tribe. She actually says to me, she like, oh yeah, this is what I've been thinking. She literally says, yeah, this is what I've been thinking. This is what has been on my mind. I actually want to start my own female tribe. Like she had the opportunity to start her own female tribe. But because she was still hurt at me and she was still mad at me, she disrespecting me. I'm like, and then she's in my room. Like, look, her and Daya is just sitting in my room just talking about me. I'm like, bro. Then I presented with the opportunity because I'm already like, type like, what are y'all doing in my room, bro? And it's like, presented with the opportunity, and she looks at, then she's like, now I'm like, bro, I'm like, bro, I presented with the opportunity, she disrespects me. I'm like, bro, I just don't want your energy here no more because I'm tired of shit. I just walk away. Don't want your energy here no more. And then she goes and walks to the beach all mad and shit, talk about some I'm leaving, da da da. I'm in the backyard. I'm like, bro, I'm not even saying nothing to her. She just in there yelling at my mom. She like, oh, you about to take me to the beach, come done with da da da. I'm about to sleep at the beach and shit. And then then they tell her like, no, don't just go sleep at the beach. Like, what are you talking about? That don't just do that shit. She goes to the beach. Then yo. Then she comes to me, ask me for my phone, for my other phone. I'm like, no. Fuck. Cause I already knew what she trying to just leave and ditch shit. So she went to the beach and shit like that. Slept at the beach. Then I'm like, you know what? She left. I'ma just keep talking to Velvet. Fuck. Keep talking to Velvet. Sleep. And then I told her about, like, yo, she just let that. She like, yo, like, what? Now I tell her, like, boom, 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 whatever. Comes back, sees me talking on the phone, Velvet, starts crying. I'm like, bro, this is not making no sense. But you know, making no sense. I told you, like, I literally told her, like, I'm not in a relationship with you no more. So it's like, it is what it is. And I ended that relationship because that shit was toxic. And it's like, bro, she came back to me in the Risings next day and asked me, like, why am I removed for the tribe, this and that, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, you was not removed from the tribe, but came into me in the Risings and started a whole new argument. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna do this childish ass arguments no more, bro, no more. Then she decides to leave. She decided to leave. So it is what it is. I told her, like, in the last couple conversations with her, we actually left on a good note. So the shit about it too is, like, we actually left on a good note. There was no hard feelings, but she obviously still had hard feelings. I said, you could come back anytime. Then she left and just tries to come for me when I'm going up. When she sees all this attention coming my way and all this shit, she try to take me down or whatever. And it's like, if most of the shit she was saying really was how she said it was, she wouldn't have been here for 7 months. She wouldn't have been here for 7 months. She would have been left. I allowed her to have free will. She go to the bar. Okay, go to the bar by yourself, right? She went to the bar by herself. Look, this is another situation, right? She went to the bar by herself. And got in a situation where she was almost raped at the trash, like outside of the trash. She almost got raped. I'm like, so then it's like, want to go live this, you want to do this, and you just putting yourself in situations like, she has a lot of fantasies. She has like weird ass fantasies, bro. She trying to play that shit out here and try to play her shit out here and shit like that and talk about this is what's going on, da da da. But that is what she talk about. And how do I feel about Velvet leaving me for Dylan? How I feel about it is everyone here has their own free will. If you feel like you want to be with this person, go ahead, do your thing. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to focus on me and grow myself. Simple as that. And it's like, bro, this is a world of abundance, bro. This is a world of abundance. And yeah, I faced my own karma. I left her for Velvet. Velvet left me. Okay, learn my lessons. It is what it is. I'm gonna keep moving forward. At the end of the day, Yeah, it's a really good perspective, to be honest, bro. Like, I'm not finna be like, I wish not. It's like, she made her choice. Do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing. And okay, and this is how she disrespected the family, right? So we was coming to the beach. I was on live, whatever, and there was no intentions of recording her, nothing like that, cause I was already doing my own thing. I already had my own shit, like already doing my own thing. Then she like, don't call me, to Rose, to my mom, to Mushan and me, like, don't call me, don't call me, don't call me. I'm like, then we just walk off, do our own thing. Then we call a group meeting, and Mushan and my mom was like, yo, I'm a grown woman. We grown. For you to come off aggressively to me, we could have came off aggressively right back to you, but we didn't. Then she says, okay, I'm leaving in 2 days anyways. Like, okay, cool. And for a person who thought that we was just gonna treat her like a celebrity or whatever, think that when you face to face with authentic, real people who live real life, like, I don't subject myself to having an internet ego. Like, I really live real life. So she talking about some savior of crown melanin, but when she came to me in my DMs, I was guiding her out of her own depression. She was depressed before she met me. You don't know this. And now she's feeling better, way better, because of the guidance that I was providing. But it is what it is, though. I'm telling y'all, like, it is what it is. And for a person to only be here for like less than a week, like, doing this, bro, and I'm gonna keep pushing without, like, I don't need anyone else to do what I need to do, because I have a strong foundation with the people I'm building with right now. So it's like, I acknowledge the fact that she told me about the Nature Boy influence and whatever, and I took heed to that information, and I changed, and everyone who was on that Nature Boy influence left, vibrated away. They just, now I'm with my foundation only. I'm building from here on out. So I'm gonna do my own thing, because I've been doing this since December 11th. I'm gonna create, I already created a system for people who want to join. I'm gonna make a video on what we represent and what we here to offer and all those sorts of things, and what is the purpose and all of that. And it was just like, I don't got no beef with her. I don't got no hatred for her, none of that shit. It's all love at the end of the day, for anyone, for Liz, for Velvet, for all of y'all, everyone who talking about me online. Love to y'all, cause do my thing. Yeah. Facts. I'm gonna do my thing, Joe. Do my shit. So that's my perspective on what happened. I don't live in the past. I live in the present, create my situation, live my life. Situations is already happening for me. I'm blessed. I'm walking divinity. Living situation will be settled. Patience. Everyone will see me rise. everyone will see me rise. That's all I gotta say. No.